Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. The reason you see.
On a shooting we first brought you yesterday morning, a man killed in South LA on Halloween night is the son of a former rap executive and alleged former gang leader.
34-year-old Jabari Henley is the son of Eugene Henley, better known as Big U. Eugene Henley once managed Nipsey Hussle and is alleged to be the former leader of the Rollin' 60s Crips gang. Police say Jabari was shot and killed near Figueroa and 69th Street after he walked up to a vehicle and someone inside opened fire before driving off. Police say his father's gang ties are a major part of the investigation.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that notification bell, guys. Big U's son is getting buried, and it's something that's hitting the wave like crazy because they not letting Big U out to even go to his son's funeral. And I know they've done this in cases. I've seen it. OG, are you there?
I'm right here. Yeah, it's most definitely the judge said it was taking it into consideration, but it was just a stall tactic, and no matter what it is, it's kind of tough to be incarcerated in a time like this. And so because today at 12 o'clock they're having Big Hugh's son Janaza in Mosque 27 in the Nation of Islam, and tomorrow they're doing another service for the open public. So we know right now that they haven't let him out. The judge said he was hearing it, but it's for the cases that he's looking at. The prosecution was adamant about the tyranny that he had ran over South Central Los Angeles and other parts, and had put a declaration into the judge that he was very dangerous and he was looking at a life sentence, and to let him out under any conditions would be a flight risk and an danger to the community, because he had asked earlier this year for his discovery. And in his discovery, some of the people that testified against him and the grand jury's name was exposed, and that was part of the prosecution saying that because of the status that he got, that it would be a jeopardy for them to let him out under any circumstances. So, and I mean, I'm so familiar with that because I was incarcerated, locked up, and had caught a case in prison, and my son died of spinal meningitis at 2 years old. And, you reflect back on, well, man, maybe God is doing this because I did this, and all of those things come up in your mind, so I know it's a trying time, but, that's the price you pay in the streets, that, no matter what you deal with the devil, he'll come and take something closest to you.
OG, let me ask you this. When you was in there and your son had passed away, what was the thing that you did to try to get released? Did you make write a letter to the courts, or what is the tactic you try to take to try to even get out?
Just like what he did, they filed a motion that they would get private security, that they would pay for the escort service, that it would be limited, that they could do whatever it was. But because of the times right now, because of the gang violence, because of the street notoriety, it's hard for any establishment, and they don't want to do it anyway. And his people been for less crimes than what he's charged with, denying them access. His dudes, their mothers and fathers that died, and they're still going to court, and they won't give them the accessibility to go to the funeral or go to the service.
Wow.
Because of gang ties.
Wow. And so you basically, you said, and you watched that while you couldn't go out, but during the time you were locked up, you seen others that were given that opportunity.
At a time, yeah, in the early days, you were allowed to go out. But like I said, between the tragedies when gang activities start coming to a violent end, and people were turning over caskets, and you was having killings at funerals. That made it more accessible for the system to deny people, especially that are already incarcerated, on because first of all, they said they're not going to put one of their guards in jeopardy because you have to pay for the staff member from the institution. You have to pay for them coming to the funeral. Then you have to pay a bond that's just like bonding you out for that day. And it's so many loopholes you got to go through. So when you do something in the last, if you tried this in the last 15 days and they're having the service today, there's no way that they could prepare for that.
Wow, and it's a tough situation to be in, man. He was big on his kids and stuff, and we know that. People, you can sit back and you can say, hey, this happened or that happened or he did, but at the end of the day, man, I don't wish that on nobody, man, that they would lose a son and be to a place where they couldn't, make peace with them,
but
going on.
You got to look at the other side of the coin, though. Allegedly, a young boy was killed in Las Vegas. How do you think they family felt?
Wow. Yeah, that's the way they're going to look at it. But at any rate, I'd have felt the same way for them I'm feeling for him, to be quite honest with you. Nobody deserve to go through a situation where they have to bury a child, but we know it happens. We have to bury loved ones all the time. And when we do, we have to make sure that we are basically in a situation where, with our mind state is what would they want us to do to carry on their legacy or to carry on their name in order for us to drive forward and move forward past the situation.
More deeper than that, it just, my cry out is to young people that you need to see this and see what this man is going through. And do you want to put your life in jeopardy where you'll lose a family member behind some stuff that's not worth it? For killing somebody that is not going to pay off for you, to put yourself in a position to be in a cage and one of your family members die and you can't even get the final goodbye.
Wow.
That's the situation. More so the feeling we all have choices.
Yeah.
We have choices, whether we make good choices or bad choices. We have to understand the people before us, the choices that I made to put myself in that position for my child to pass and not be able to be there with them. And I was going home in 28 days.
Wow.
I committed this thing and kept me for another 52 months.
Wow. Wow. That's
my sister died. My sister got killed, got stabbed 182 times. My sister-in-law died, and it was nothing I could do.
Wow. So your sister gets stabbed 182 times. Your sister-in-law died. Your child dies, and you're still incarcerated throughout all of this?
Do all of this.
Wow.
All of this. And then you look at it, is it because of what I'm doing in here with this devil? That is because one thing about dealing with the devil, I think I tell people all the time, I remember saying one day, I always tell you about Olivia the slave,
yeah,
and the whispers and stuff. And I said, I will sell my soul to the devil for a Seville.
Correct.
And I had more Sevilles. I bought my mother a Seville for her birthday. I had a car. And when I got busted in 1979,
yeah,
I went through $750,000 on a case in Texas. I spent $1.5 million in 9 months in 1978. In 1979, when I got busted by 1980, I was broke, and all I had left was that Seville.
Damn. OG, man, that's OG Pyru, man. Yeah, hey, listen, man. All I can say, OG, man, is, man, the dedication to trying to tell people, like you just said earlier, reflecting on the young people who can look at these experiences that everybody is facing and the challenges that they're dealing with and say, hey, man, don't let me end up like that. I got a chance to change and revert and do something different or come at it a different way so I don't end up in this situation. the internet does do that in a way to where it puts it in your face, right? You all y'all want to jump on this internet, the internet putting it in your face, man. You can be locked up and locked away and somebody pass away or get killed, and you basically are locked in a situation where you can't even get out to say your last goodbyes. And this is something, you helpless. You sitting in there doing count time. You sitting in there waiting on somebody to bring you a donut and some coffee at 3, 4 in the morning. It's not an easy thing to deal with. And it's cold. The bagels is cold, if you get that at all. But you can't even go and see your kids basically get put away. It's bad, man. And you know, let me, on another note, man, I got to say this, man. We definitely, Young Bleed passed away. We definitely going to you know, see him off. But I just want to say, guys, man, praying for the family. And also, I'm going to put out this last interview for sure of Young Bleed that me and OG did. We sat down with him before the day before he passed, before the verses. I got to put that out. I probably put it out for, you know, during the time of the memorial as well. Guys, dope dude, man. Great spirits and great knowledgeable guy, man. A lot of respect for what he done. Many times he was on my show. The many times we conversated, and just don't want to not take this time to respect who he was and the legacy that he had. How You Do That There was a song that Young Bleed was known for. The My Balls and My Words project with Master P. Just got to say, man, keep his family in your prayers. They definitely putting him, lying him to rest, saying their final goodbyes tomorrow. And definitely you guys keep that in mind. So a lot of people are doing things to get themselves ready to you know, say their final goodbyes to their loved ones, man. And just want to tell y'all, man, if you got yours, hug on them, love on them even more. OG, man, just saying, man, make sure you be ready, because we coming in hot, okay? And coming in hot. And just want to say, man, if you're still watching, man, Honeycomb Brazy, and you know how he going through it. He ain't been out home long. You need to check this one out right here. Boss Talk 101 reviews.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.